Good afternoon, everyone. EagleX from ATX EagleX Gaming here today, and I have another deck profile for you guys. This is my BT7 Ultimate Cup deck profile for security control. I'm going to be dubbing it Bumblebee Control, as it uses Chikurimon to sting your opponent from security, and is a yellow-black base variant. If you guys enjoy this content, I really do appreciate it. If you can like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell, shows the support for this channel, and it also lets me know I'm going in the right direction for these type of videos. That being said, let's go ahead and get started with the deck. So your ideal opener and the deck profile, or deck as a whole. Security Control is a very grindy deck that relies on strong security cards combined with recovery to either stall out your opponent, poke them enough times to take the game. Very important cards to see, because you run the hybrid engine, will be your yellow tamers. So TK Takaishi is the #1 card you want to see. It lets you not only grab a card from your security for more consistency, but it also makes your security more potent by shuffling in a new card in there that is ideally better than what you took out. And then the fixing is a bonus on top of that. TK Kari is another strong alternative to punish your opponent from being aggressive and hitting you in the early game. Not only that, but its second effect of attacking with a yellow Digimon to give something -1k DP is really powerful when you can start stacking it with 2, 3, or even 4 copies, as this is how you can pop Bokumons, Madoki Betamons, basically all your floodgate cards in the game. Now, because, like I mentioned, this is going to have a yellow hybrid engine, Zoe is another strong card to open with, as it gives you targets for your hybrids, but also lets you do the same thing as TK, but with a little bit less consistency of grabbing things. Chikurimon is the rookie you run for the base of this deck, but you don't care that much if you see him in the early game or not, unless you go against Red Hybrid maybe. But even then, Tactical Retreat is required to kind of punish Red Hybrid from being aggressive. So you would rather see your hybrid lineup than Chikurimon in the early game. So we kind of touched on Tactical Retreat being strong for Chikurimon. Let's go ahead and talk about some of these deck combos though. So there's a few things to be mindful of when you play this deck. First of all, Tactical Retreat is such a strong card. Tactical Retreat is not only a way to shove a Chikurimon security, but it's a way to guarantee a Zoe search. So I'm very greedy when I play the deck. Jet Sylphie is really strong as a 4-of, but what happens if I tell you you can make it like a 20 copy of in the deck? Well, Tactical Retreat adds 4 of those copies, 2 Susanas add more copies, Avenge Kid can add more Tactical Retreats. Like I said, I'm very greedy when I play, but you can get the idea that you can shove a Kazemon or a Jet Sylphie in security with Tactical Retreat, and then grab it with a Zoe or TK on that same turn. It's also a way to play around blue hybrids, farming your Digimon with no sources. If you play this deck really conservatively, you can do little pokes with your hybrids, and then recover them onto the security and grab them out again, making your security more potent. And then I've also mentioned it before, but TK Kari is not only a way to gain memory, but is also a great way to control small bodies like Bokumon and memory or cost reduction blockers. So keep that in mind as you try to control the board. You don't always have to cast options. And then the most important card in your security is Holy Flame. You should always keep it in there, because taking 1 damage versus taking out Holy Flame is the difference between a board of 3 bodies taking game and you being able to live another turn, because it is an aura it creates, giving everything -1 security check. I really should have the image of the card on the screen here. That includes Digimon that go over hybrids, as it is a Digimon in play. That blanket aura will still be in effect. Now moving on to what you guys have been waiting for, the deck profile. This is my main deck for what I would call Bumblebee Security Control, or just Security Control. Security Control, like I said, is a very grindy deck. You have ways to extend the deck. Card I didn't really talk about, Jawalt Schwarmer as a 1-of, is actually super powerful also. Because it attacks both sides of the field, or clears both sides of the fields, it's another way to deny Sorojo memory. It also clears every single level 5 hybrid in the game, I believe, as they all have a play cost of 7 or less. So it can clear wide boards as well as your Digimon with no sources. Now you may notice the level 6s I have at 1-ofs. And the big reason for that is because, like again, Tactical Retreat can provide additional value. You can put them back into security if you want to see that same one again, and they all provide very different effects in this deck. Now, if you look, there's 16 different options, which means you can guarantee a free Avenge Kidmon from your side, but he also does shuffle options from your opponent's side as well. He's a really good way to also pop memory blockers or just larger bodies in general and extend your deck, because it's very unlikely your opponent will run more than 16 options, giving you another deck advantage. Now, at the bottom, I also have displayed cards I considered putting in the deck. The one I'm most strongly considering is either a Lightning Paw or a Yellow Memory Boost. Lightning Paw is another way to deal with those popular rookies, like a Pokemon again. Purge-Shine does the same thing, but it can target Diaboromon tokens if you're worried about that matchup. Eden's Javelin and Yellow Memory Boost are ways to create cycle and more consistency in your deck. So if you feel like you don't see your hybrids enough, they're great cards to consider, especially since they play around the Sorojo sourceless memory plays. And then the last thing I kind of didn't touch up on, but Susano and Avenge Kid are your ways to extend decks, so you could have an extra 36 cards in your deck from those 3 alone. If you guys enjoyed this deck profile, please don't forget to like. With that being said, take care, y'all, and have a nice day.